Chapter 11, Changing Destiny. Your destiny is not fixed. It is not something totally predetermined. There are aspects of your destiny calling to you, for they have been laid out like a pattern, but the patterns are not permanently fixed. These aspects of fate or destiny are probabilities that can be changed. If you look at your life in terms of a spiral that moves upwards, ascension, or downwards, devolution, you can see life as either increasing your energy vibration or lowering it. Consciousness goes up and down like the seesaw we previously mentioned. Human experience can flow upward to very high levels of awareness and mastery, and you can also spiral downward to lesser levels of awareness. The question of your destiny and how to change it depends on your awareness, choice, and vibration. You must have enough awareness to realize that you have a choice. If you practice the methods we have given in this book, you will find your awareness being elevated, and you will realize that you do have choices in all things. Once you have elevated your awareness to the realization that you are not merely a pawn or a victim in life, and that you have options, the future is made free, open, and malleable to change. This shift in perception is a key to changing your so-called destiny. When you can accept that the outward patterns unfolding in your life are the expression of previous patterns held in consciousness, freedom is at hand. These patterns are the fruition of beliefs planted by you, your parents and family, your teachers, your peers, and many others in your society. While some of these beliefs seem locked into place, they can be changed, and only you can change those beliefs held inside yourself. There is a tendency for humans to look at difficult situations in their lives and feel sorry for themselves because the situations are not going the way they would wish. This is a lost opportunity from our perspective, because if something is not going the way you want and you experience a strong emotional reaction, then the power of that dissatisfaction can be used constructively. You can become fully and consciously aware of the incidents and events that are actually occurring and notice your emotional responses to them. While you may or may not be able to change an external situation, you can definitely change your internal reaction to it. By changing your internal reactions to challenging situations in your life, you create a pivotal point upon which your destiny will continue to unfold and change. The way you choose to experience an event will determine how destiny unfolds from that event forward. Indeed, your reactions to situations in your life tend to become internal mechanisms that bring your beliefs forward into outer manifestation. You are planting the seeds of your future in every moment of your life, whether you are aware of it or not. It is simply that with awareness, you can have some positive effect on the outcome and positively affect your own destiny to a greater or lesser degree. There are many ways to experience events in your life, and in this regard, we suggest that we call the highest expression of choice. By the highest expression of choice, we mean identifying the eternal alignment or attitude that allows you to create the highest level of awareness, the highest level of choice, and the highest level of vibratory resonance. The highest expression of choice is an expression of compassion, and this is based on the understanding that no matter what happens, you can hold the attitude of compassion, which is the resonance of acceptance, meaning that you accept both your responses to situations in your life as well as the responses of others. While you may not agree with the responses of others, in a state of compassion, you accept that they are, in a point of fact, experiencing those responses. And in this mental, emotional state, you are at peace with the dichotomy between your own responses and theirs. When you are in the emotional state of compassion, you are coming from an understanding that everyone is evolving to the best of his or her capabilities at any given moment. So in those moments of personal frustration, sadness, anger, blame, fear, or whatever, the attitude of compassion allows you to shift those emotional responses inside you to an attitude of acceptance. Then a remarkable thing happens. As you hold your own negative emotional responses on whatever is occurring in your life, along with a healthy acceptance of the reality that you are indeed experiencing those negative responses, they will begin to shift and dissipate their energy. Then the clarity of awareness will return to you. And you remember that you have choices in how you experience those events. By holding yourself and others in compassion, you raise your own vibration, which is a key to changing your destiny. Compassion is a doorway through which you can move into elevated states of vibratory resonance, and from there you can alter your destiny in profound and beautiful ways. The key to this shifting of destiny takes place in every moment of your life and in every interaction with others. Every moment of your life is a choice point, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. When you choose awareness, acceptance, and compassion for every life event you experience, wisdom and peace are your rewards. Recognize that all beings are evolving and making the best possible choices for themselves that they are presently capable of. Some people's choices may create pain for you or for them, just as some of your own choices may create pain for you or them. Yet by holding life in this paradox of compassion and acceptance, you allow negative emotional reactions to dissipate, bringing the clarity of awareness. Since nothing is fixed or static, but ever-changing, when you shift your perception to the octave of acceptance and compassion, you move into a higher vibratory field, spiritually speaking. And this will lead you to the higher destiny you seek. So these are the 3 keys to changing your destiny: awareness, choice, vibration. In regard to the act of changing your destiny, the Master Teacher Jesus once said, "To he who has, it shall be given. To he who has not, it shall be taken away." What he was alluding to was the universal law of vibration. If you want to unfold something, to experience something in your destiny, you must hold it as a vibration in your own consciousness. You must have the feeling of it in order for it to express itself. If you do not have the feeling or the vibration of it, then it cannot express itself into manifest reality. If, for instance, you want loving relationships, then you must hold that vibration of loving relationships in your own consciousness, and then you will draw loving people to you through the law of magnetic attraction. If you do not at this moment have loving relationships, but are instead experiencing frustration, anger, separation, and isolation, then you must own and accept the truth that you are holding a negative vibration, and this is what you are drawing to you through the law of magnetics. If you do not like your current reality, then you must change both your thinking and your emotional misperceptions to change your vibration. Vibration is a vital key to changing your destiny, the final key that unlocks doorways to a greater life. The power to change your own destiny is in your hands and no one else's. Let us then review the 3 keys to changing your destiny we mentioned earlier. You must retain the awareness that choice is possible in every circumstance. Indeed, there are states of consciousness in which the truth of choice-making is obscured, and in these states of mind you may feel that you have no choice and that everything is hopeless. Some of you reading this material may, at this very moment, be in a situation that feels completely hopeless to you, in which you cannot fathom or imagine any way out of it. Yet be very clear on this. The keys to changing your future external reality come from the choices that you make within yourself. No matter how desperate a situation is, you can change your internal orientation and plant the seeds of a new destiny pattern, which will unfold as surely as the sun will rise. So the first key is awareness of choice. The second key is to actually make the choice. Humans sometimes have a problem with making important choices. We observe many who would rather mope around and be lost in negativity, blaming others or themselves or their past for what is happening to them, rather than making the choice to get out of a lower vibration. If you are not willing to move, then you are not within the stream of life, for life is always moving and always changing. Once you have awareness of choice, you actually have to make the choice of how you will elevate and respond to events. As we said earlier, we are of the opinion that the highest expression of choice, i.e. compassion for both yourself and others, is the most resourceful way to change your destiny. Holding yourself and others in an attitude of acceptance no matter what may be occurring in your thoughts and feelings sets off a resonance in consciousness, a vibrational field that may touch others and change them. It will certainly change you. As you hold yourself in a state of compassion and acceptance, difficult emotional energies will eventually begin to even out, and you will become clearer regarding your ability to make positive choices. Then you will have entered another vibratory resonance, or what might be called an ascended attitude. This is your third key. The ascended attitude of acceptance and forgiveness for yourself and all other beings is a truly high vibration. It allows you to make different choices, and it allows you to create different outcomes than you could ever achieve in lower vibrations. The laws of the universe are impersonal and exact. The choices you make daily from moment to moment are the template of your future destiny. The seeds that you plant in ascended states of awareness and feeling, such as compassion and acceptance, will support your life and your advancing consciousness. Indeed, these seeds of ascension have multidimensional outcomes, and under certain circumstances, they can even affect external situations. You hold within yourself all vibrations, from the lowest of the low to the highest of the most exalted. You can express the demonic and the bestial, or you can express the celestial and the angelic, as well as everything in between. This duality is your human nature, and spiritual mastery is the awareness and understanding that the choices you make will determine what unfolds for you.